In the heat of 1864, as muskets were loaded and bayonets sharpened, something extraordinary happened on the battle-scarred soils of New Zealand. Amid a brutal colonial war where blood and bitterness soaked the land, two enemies met. Not with fire, but with a flip of a coin. The British Empire, at the peak of its global dominance, was pushing deeper into Maori territory. Their red coats gleamed, and their ranks moved with industrial precision. Opposing them were the Māori, fierce warriors of the land, masters of guerrilla tactics, and defenders of their ancestral soil. The two forces stood at the threshold of Gate Pa, an imposing Māori fortress near Tauranga. But this was no ordinary stronghold. It was cunningly built with underground trenches and deceptive layouts, designed to draw British troops into a deadly trap. Yet before the clash began, something bizarre occurred. In an unexpected moment of civility amid chaos, leaders from both sides met under a flag of truce. The question loomed: who would strike first? And then, a coin emerged. Yes, a coin. A small metallic disc was pulled from a pocket and flipped into the air, spinning silently above a field that would soon echo with gunfire. Heads or tails would determine who would launch the first move in a deadly ballet of war. This was not the beginning of a football match or a schoolyard game. This was the Battle of Gate Pa, one of the bloodiest encounters in the New Zealand Wars. And yet, there it was, a coin toss deciding the fate of hundreds. In a strange way, it was a nod to fair play, even as death loomed. The British won the toss and launched the attack with heavy artillery, believing they would crush the Maori defenses in a matter of hours. They fired over 30,000 rounds, pounding the PA until it seemed no one could survive. Then came the assault. Over 300 British soldiers stormed the ruins, expecting little resistance. But the Maori had hidden underground, untouched by the bombardment. When the troops entered, the defenders struck from below with shocking precision and fury. The result? One of the most embarrassing defeats in British colonial history. Over 100 British soldiers were killed or wounded, many within minutes, while the Maori suffered minimal casualties. The PA, once seemingly obliterated, had held. The coin had chosen, but fate had other plans. What followed wasn't just military failure. It was a humbling. A moment that reminded the Empire that technology and numbers couldn't always conquer cunning and home-ground courage. And it all began with the flip of a coin. That one toss became one of the earliest known instances of the coin flip being used in modern warfare, not as a game of chance, but as a symbol of impartiality in war. It's ironic, isn't it, that in a world of muskets and colonial ambition, a humble coin decided the opening act. This strange moment left a strange legacy. It planted the idea of coin tosses as fair, neutral, and even honorable. An idea that would echo far beyond the battlefield. From school sports to courtroom disputes, and of course, to football stadiums across the globe. But unlike those peaceful coin tosses we see today, this one had deadly consequences. Behind the fairness was fire. Behind the impartiality, devastation. The Battle of Gate Pa remains a moment of Maori triumph, British miscalculation, and historical curiosity. A coin toss changed the rhythm of a war, and in doing so, forever blurred the line between game and battle. So next time you call heads or tails, remember, it's not just a game. It's a ritual older and more profound than we realize. One that in 1864 stood at the center of bloodshed and honor alike.